Hey, what's up guys, Mashan here, come back with a brand new video. If you guys, we got the February investing guide, and man, do we have a jam-packed one for you guys today. We're going to be going over some unseen numbers from China and a couple other big things. We're going to be looking at what I'm looking at potentially for the next month and what cases specifically I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Before we hop on into that though, if you guys are looking to pick up any CSGO skins, I've got a couple links in the description, but let's hop on into it. First up here, we gotta mention the Danger Zone case. Except we're not talking about the Danger Zone case. We're going to be talking about the case I believe that probably holds a little bit more investment potential than the Danger Zone case, and that's going to be the Prisma case. I think the Prisma case right now is sitting in a much better situation. The Danger Zone case in a couple months is going to be what the Prisma case is right now if I had to make a prediction. The Prisma case got discontinued out of the pools about 7 to 8 months ago at this point. Now this is very important because that means there's been such a small amount coming in compared to how many are being unboxed. When we look at the Danger Zone case, it's got a lot of interest in it right now. We're gonna have to see where that stays though as we move forward. The Prisma case though is sitting at the same price point as the Danger Zone case, and it's still doing very good unboxing numbers. The Prisma case is opening up roughly around 500,000 per month, which is extremely good considering there's a lot of these cases out there and we need to start eating away at that quantity if we want to make some profit here. I'm surprised honestly that the Prisma case is sitting at such a low value at only 7 cents, but at the same time I do understand that this case has been out for a while. However, it's sitting at the same price as all the active duty cases or the prime rotation of cases, and the Danger Zone case to me it makes it seem like a really good investment for that price point. If you only got 7 or 8 cents, the Prisma case to me at least is the one that's popping out. Now the Prisma case is going to struggle from its quantity, however it's sitting in a much better position like they talk about than the Danger Zone case. The Danger Zone case recently cracked 1 million once again, which is pretty significant since we were down to around 600,000 when the news came out that the Danger Zone case was pushed out of the prime drop pool. We used to see a lot of profit when cases were pushed out of the prime drop pool. That may be coming to an end here as we're seeing so many people invested into these active duty cases. This, to me at least, seems like a really great opportunity because the Prisma case is sitting at a third of that, where it was, similar to the Danger Zone case, sitting at that million price point when it was pushed out. To me, it seems like the Danger Zone case definitely has at least a couple months before it's going to actually start moving up in price, and especially since we're going to have so many of these newbie investors looking at it and thinking it's easy profit, and they'll probably end up selling for a loss. After that, we got to head over to the China case numbers. Now, this is a brand new post on the CSGO market forum, so unfortunately, we can't know if it's super reliable. It's not like that numbers we see every month of how many cases are unboxed. This is by someone that's a little bit more unknown, so I want you to keep that in mind. However, the numbers we're going to still refer to as if they are the truth because they do seem pretty realistic. Now, this is the third month that this has been going on for. Apparently, it's the first one I've seen, and it's the first one that's actually got a little bit of traction here, so it might be pretty interesting to see if it stays a little bit more under the radar than most of the other things do. Now, this post will be linked down in the description and below, and I definitely recommend you check it out because it's pretty interesting. It's got pretty much every single autograph capsule and every single capsule and every single case that has come out. However, it's really going to be more accurate when we zone in on those things that are actually unboxed a decent amount. It's got the cases, and I'll show the case here. Mainly, the only thing that's different when you're looking at China compared to the one we usually look at is China definitely prefers those active duty cases a little bit more than the overall general CSGO unboxing community here. We can see the clutch case is up around 5% more in the China, which is at 17.18%, whereas the overall is looking at around 12.17%. Now, do note that that overall does not include China's unboxing numbers necessarily. That overall is based on float.db, which some Chinese skins might make it there and some might not. However, it's a pretty decent comparison to see where China's sitting compared to the overall community. What we're really going to be focusing in on is those souvenir packages. Now on my channel, we've talked a pretty decent amount about the souvenir packages, where you're going to be putting your money, what's the best place to put your money when you're looking at souvenir packages. However, when we're looking at the Mirage package here, making up about 2/3 of the unboxings, which is an extremely large amount. Now we got to remember that that new major was just confirmed for just around 3 to 4 months out, and honestly at this point, unless we see it at the end of Riptide, I don't think we're going to see a brand new map introduced for that major. We might see one after that major, but at this point it's kind of iffy. It will happen at the end of Riptide if we do see it though. For me, I don't think Mirage is going to be taken out. When we're looking at these souvenir packaging unboxings, we can see that 2/3 roughly of the packages unboxed are Mirage, and to me that's way too high of a number for Valve to remove that. Same with the Dust 2 and Vertigo and Ancient. I think those are all pretty common outlooks at this point. The big one for me is, which of the three are you going to go with? Nuke, Inferno, or Overpass? It's really hard because I would like to lean towards Overpass here because A, it's the least unboxed, at least when we're looking at these Chinese numbers, which we're going to extrapolate and say that those are roughly the percentages we're looking overall. However, those bottom three, we can pretty much say those are all roughly even. But to me, the Overpass is the only one that does not have an updated collection. We've got 4 2021 collections with that Ancient, Vertigo, Dust 2, and Mirage, or the collections that have a covert rather. But then we've got the Nuke and Inferno, which both have a 2018 iteration, which is still not too far in the past. Obviously that's 4 years, but when we're looking at this and comparing it, we've got a lot of older ones like Cash and Overpass that really have not seen much action here. Overpass is the obvious choice in my mind. However, it's really all dependent on what they're going to do. They could take out Overpass and swap in Train. To me, it seems pretty obvious that the next move is going to be dropping in the Train souvenir because we've already got the Train collection. It seemed obvious that they did Train specifically for a reason, and in my mind that's because they're going to put it back into the active rotation. However, there is another alternative that really isn't talked about a lot, and that's the bringing back of the Cobblestone collection. Now, the Cobblestone collection is obviously the most expensive souvenir package out there. We're obviously going to get a new version of a 2022 Cobblestone if we do see it back. However, we could see that and possibly Inferno or Nuke removed. I think honestly, I'd probably be leaning towards neither of them at this point. I'd be leaning towards something like Vertigo or Ancient. However, I don't think that's going to happen. Those two I'm quite split on because I could see reasons for both of them. However, Inferno's nearly played at every big CSGO best of 3, and Nuke is one of the best teams in the world, Na'Vi one of their go-tos, so I don't know if they would necessarily do that as well, considering Na'Vi is bringing in a lot of good publicity for the game. However, that is really all I have for today, guys. I want to know, drop it down in the comments if you think that these numbers are really super accurate, because it's been out for 3 months. However, at this point it doesn't seem to be gaining a ton of traction. But that's really all I have for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.